Okay, good morning all and welcome to this session. In this session, we're going to discuss something which is not shared a lot, okay? So it's not shared a lot, and I just thought of sharing it with you guys. And the reason being is that uh, it's a utility that's not being used a lot and not shared a lot by people. The reason being is they see the word free in front of it and they think there's no benefit in it. Right? The benefits are huge. I used it myself, all right, and trained myself, and it assisted me in situations where I could confirm the work that I'm going to do, and I could test it, the work that I am going to do. All right. So for those people who are online, my name is Ahmed Jassat. I was a intern as well. I was one of the first interns at Oracle South Africa in the year 1998. So I understand each of your journey that you guys go through, right? But my passion is mentorship and driving people to grow. I enjoy tips, making your life easier, uh, enjoying when your life becomes easier, when you get more knowledge, and when you get more experience, you will notice that you enjoy your work. So when people call you to fix a database, and they tell you that the database is performing poorly, you automatically know how you're going to resolve it. Or when they tell you the database has crashed, you automatically have your answers because you have the experience. So the more you learn, the more you practice, the more experience you have. So that is the recipe for success. All right. And my main aim here is to help you grow. Right. My main aim is to help you grow. All right. And the reason is important, someone needs to mute. Let me mute some people. Mute that person. So my main aim is to help you grow. And let me tell you why it's important for each of you to grow is if you grow, you make the Oracle product successful. And if you make the Oracle product successful, the product is more in demand. Does everyone understand it? So if you go to a client, or if you're working at your customer, or if you're working at your office, and your Oracle database is performing terribly, all right, and you keep on complaining to your management that this product is not working, what will happen? They will replace the product. But if you tune your database and manage your database, and you make sure that database is a success in your organization, what happens? Companies invest, or your company will invest more in Oracle. And if your company invests more in Oracle, more opportunities will arise for people. So it's very important that my main aim of these topics to hold and these seminars to help is to help you grow. And you need to understand something, that the more knowledge you have, the more practice you do, the easier your job will be. And the more you grow the Oracle brand, the more jobs you create. So it's a recipe for success, A recipe for disaster is when no one plans. And when no one plans, it's a failure. All right. So my main game is to assist you to grow in your knowledge base and to use the tools provided by Oracle, right, to practice your skills. So when you do implementations, when you do support work, when you assist your colleagues, when you assist your clients, when you do project work, you are successful. Okay. So why am I teaching you about this product? Oracle Database Express. Why am I teaching you about this product? And I will tell you why, all right, in this slide. It's new to you. So it's something that you can test, you can try, and please add it to your CVs. Very importantly, add it to your CVs. That means download it, install it, play around with it, crash it, you know, fix it. You understand what I'm saying? But add it to your CVs. So when you go for an interview, right? And if anyone asks you, have you tested the new database 18C? You can say, yes, I've tested. There is no difference between the 18C, which is running at a customer in production, and the 18C, which you're going to learn now in Oracle Database Express. Okay, so that is the first thing. The second thing is I want you to learn. So if there's a new version of the database comes out, all right? And if you want to learn it, you download the Oracle Database Express edition and you learn it. And you can put it into your CVs, you know, that I have learned the features. And the features in Database Express edition and Database Enterprise edition is exactly the same. There's no difference, right? Don't want to damage anything. That is very important, and let me tell you why. When you join an organization, you need a training environment, an environment to train and learn, all right? And normally companies are reducing their hardware. They are moving to the cloud or they are moving to hosted services, so they don't have enough hardware. So they have a dev, which people do development, they have a test, which people do testing, and they have a production or pre-prod. And, you know, so they mainly have 4 environments. So if you want to test something, right, you don't want to go and damage your development environment. You can test it on your PC and have confirmation documented before moving to production or dev or test. Okay, you all understand that, right? And I think I covered the point, need an environment to test your knowledge. So remember something, we are all learning, all right? And it's very, very important for each of you to test your knowledge and grow your knowledge. When a new feature comes out and when the customer buys Oracle, he wants that skill of a skilled DBA or a skilled developer to provide that solution. And this is where you will learn, you know, to test your knowledge. Then finally, in the last year, in 2019, I dealt with 2 clients that have made major mistakes by their DBAs installing software which is not licensed. So there's something that I've put there, a picture of this person and everyone pointing the finger at her, you know, because what happens is when your manager or your project tells you to install a database, the DBA just goes and installs everything. And the project is over and the DBA supports the product and everyone is happy until the software license audit comes. And guess what? Whose fault is it? It's your fault, you the DBA. So it's very, very important, people, is that leave your customer environments for work only. The places where you need to test, learn, and train, use the utilities provided by Oracle. And I want to emphasize this to all of you, that watch for software licenses. If anyone asks you, install an environment, make sure you document and take screenshots what you install, you have sign off, you follow the change control process. So when the software license audit hits you, it's not your fault. Last year in 2019, I dealt with 2 clients. And unfortunately, in the meetings, the DBA team was to blame, you know. So guys, watch that, and you know, and that's why I put that picture there. All right. So what are the requirements for Database Express Edition? What are the requirements? The requirements are extremely low. You can install it on your laptops. If you don't have laptops, you can install it on your desktops. If you don't have if you don't install it on your desktop, you can create a virtual machine and put Windows and install it on there. If you don't have that, you can install a virtual machine and put Linux and install it on there. So the requirements are very low, only 4 gigs of memory and 12 gigs of the free disk space. So there's no excuse for us to not try the product, you know. It is a product which will only aid you benefit. Now, what is the product? The product is called Oracle Database Express Edition. Now, you may ask yourself that what is the difference between the editions? There's 3 main editions in Oracle. One is Oracle Database Express Edition. Number 2 is, one is Standard Edition, and number 3 is Enterprise Edition. Right? 100% of everyone installs, guess what? Enterprise Edition. And they pay licenses for every component that they tick off. Right? So that is a different topic. All right? Let me just mute this first. That is a topic for a different day. Okay? But today we're going to discuss Oracle Database 18C Enterprise Edition. Express Edition, sorry. Oracle Database 18C Express Edition, which is totally free, right? There is the note from Oracle, it is totally free, so you can use it, all right? Let me just open the website. All right, so there is the web, let me just go there, Google. So if you want to get the website, you just go to Google and you type in Oracle Database Express, and there we go. There is the website. You can go there and download it for free. All right. Now we go back to our presentation. Once you have downloaded the file, you unzip the file. All right. Once you unzip the file, there's a button called setup.exe. You then click on the setup.exe. It then runs the installer. Okay. It's a pre-configured installation. It then asks you for a document, which is totally free. That is just to tell you the Oracle rules of the product. So you don't have to worry about it. You click on accept, but it's just totally free. Then it asks you which folder you want to install the product. Very importantly, I suggest that when you download and install the product on your laptop or on your PC or wherever you install it, take screenshots, create a document, you know. So if you need to refer back and find out where did you install it, which folder did you install it, you have the folder. All right. Notice we are downloading 18C. Right. The latest is 19C, but this is the 18C which is available. Right. It will ask you what do you want to make the passwords for your sys system, and they got another one which is for a pluggable database, which is PDB admin, right? My suggestion is because it's in your laptop, right? You don't have to give it a complex password. Make it a simple password that you can, remember. Like welcome or people or South Africa, Make it a simple password that you can remember, right? It will then show you the parameters where is the destination folder, Oracle Home, and Oracle Base. So therefore, I say it's very important to take screenshots and put it into a document, so you can remember, right? And now you ask yourself, why do you need to know where the Oracle Home is? Why do you need to know where the Oracle Base is? Because if you want to extract some files, if you want to find out where's the database log file, if you want to find out where's the TNS names files, connection files, then you put that information in there. Then there's just some Windows default that comes in. So you can click on allow access, click on the button allow access. And then it goes and it installs the database and it creates the database for you automatically. Okay. Once it's installed and created successfully, it's very important to look at the screen. It tells you it created one database, which is a container database, all right? And for you to connect through it using external tools, which is SQL Developer, all right, you need to use those connection strings. So you can create it, you can connect using localhost and port 1521. So localhost is your local PC, right? And to connect your pluggable database, it's localhost port 1521, and the Oracle name of the local database is XEPDB1. You can change that name if you like it as well. Then what's nice about it, it's also giving you a standalone Oracle Enterprise Manager. So you can also learn how to use Enterprise Manager. So from this installation, you can learn how to install the database. You can learn how to play with the database. You can learn Oracle Enterprise Manager as well. There is the URL for the Enterprise Manager. Now we got the URL from here. You see there it says the Enterprise Manager Express URL. And when we open it up, you see there is the URL over there. So you can type in your username, which is sys. You can type in your password, and therefore I say choose a simple password. Do not go and choose a complex password, because it's not a production database, And then you can connect. And once you connect it to the database, you can now learn Enterprise Manager. So very importantly for you all interns that are listening now, and juniors which are listening now, is that you want to grow. Your goal in life is to grow your skill. Your goal in life is to grow your CV. So when you go for a promotion, or when you go for your performance review, or when you go for a new job interview, you can add in your CV, Oracle Database 18C, Oracle Enterprise Manager, and you can see you can tell them that, you have played around and you have tested your knowledge. And here you can see it shows you the uptime, how long its database has been started, it's a single instance, the version of the database name, what platform is installed on Microsoft Windows, right? What is the name of your laptop, and archiver means if it's running something called archive logs, which you will learn as you go forward, in your DBA courses. Right now, very importantly to understand that in Windows, there is, how do you connect to your database? How do you manage your database, right? So you have to go to your Windows button and type in command prompt, and it will open a command window, and you type in SQL plus sysdba, and as you can see from the screenshots, you are now connected to your database. You all see that, right? And then you can play around, shut down immediate. You know, there you're shutting down the database. Starting up the database. Now, this is the value that this product brings you, is now you can test shutting down a database. You can test starting up a database, you know. Now, if you have a dev environment and you got 20 people of your developers working on a dev environment, and if you try to start the database and you, I don't know, make any mistake, which happens, you are causing those 20 developers not to work. You get me what I'm saying? So now is you have an opportunity on your laptop at your free time to invest in your skills. And you can now test how to start up a database, how to shut down a database. So to give you an idea, and let me tell you where I benefited a lot from this series. Your senior team leader comes to you and says, can you please add 30 gigs of this, 30 gigs of table space, all right, to the table space which is running out of, which is full. Now you are worried. How do you add table space? You don't have to worry now, because now you can look at the Oracle documentation, test how to add table space on your database here, on your laptop, and then get it working, and then go and do it into your development or your pre-prod or your production environment. But if you go and do it directly on your development environment and you cause some type of issues, guess what will happen? Your whole developer and your team leader will come down on you hard, you know. So now you have your own environment to do your testing. Right, now very importantly in Windows, there's two ways to start the database. One is you can use the command prompt there, and the second one is you go into something called services. So you go to start services and you look for the Oracle services, and you can click on start or shut down. All right. And on the top there, you can see there it's stopping the service. So there's a bar that goes down. And in the bottom there, when you click on start, you know, it's a bar. So you may ask the question, why should what's the difference between using services and command prompt? I would suggest that rather you use the command prompt. The reason being is you can see what the database is doing. Whereas on the services, you won't see where the database is doing. Now the question comes on board is you have installed this database on your PC, all right? And now your PC is running a bit slow, all right? So you have an option where you can shut down the database and your PC will run faster. Okay. So yesterday I was telling my team here on site is that if you're running Windows systems and when there's Windows updates happening, right, all you have to do is set these services to manual, all right, so they don't come up automatically. And to do that, it's very easy. You go there, you click on services, sorry, you click on services. I don't have any Oracle services, but if you do have, you can choose any service. I'm just using this as an example. Let's look for automatic one that's power. You right click, you go to properties, and you change the startup type to manual. Okay, so it's very, very easy, right? All right, then while I go to the website, I just would like to tell you about the website. Len, are you connected to the Zoom? Everything, right? So I would like you guys also to read the website. You know, go to the website regularly to see which is the latest version that gets updated, right? So that's the download page there, right? And there's some nice videos on the website. The one that we done today is installing it on Windows, but also view the video is installing it on Linux. So let's just say at work, you want to teach your fellow colleague. So you create a VM and you install it on Linux and put the Express edition on Linux, right? And there's another video about introducing Oracle XC. So what is Oracle XC? You know, Oracle goes into a deep dive. And then it shows you all the, you know, all the database features, the security, you know, what you can do. And then there's different value that you use for the why you should use database XC. And that's for developers. So let's just say you're a developer and want to develop an application and you do not want to wait for the other developers. You want to move on and or the systems are taking too long to build by the DBA. You can install database XC, create your own table and start building your system. Exactly, the production database is the same as database enterprise. For DBAs, you can test all the features, you can test table partitioning, you can test RMAN, backups. You can do any database activity which a normal DBA does, you can do it now on database XC. Then they got for educators. So if you want to teach someone, you know, about databases, how to start up a database, how to stop, how to add table spaces, how to, I don't know, tune a database, you can use it. You can use the same database. And see there are no licensing costs, easy to install, all for a full featured database, right? For guys, this is a new thing called data scientists. It's growing now where people put in these reports and, you know, do studies and all those type of things. So you don't have to wait for your server to be ready. You can install a database on your PC and you can proceed, you know. And in the end, it's for everyone. You know, this is for everyone to use, to test Oracle, to test features, to test your, if you're building an application, to test whether the application is going to work, you know, and you can take it from there, you know. And there's enough information. So my suggestion is go to the website, view all the 3 videos, you know. You can view my video as well, read up about it, and you know what? People, put it on your CV. Put it on your CV. Very, very important. Put it on your CV, right? So guys, now I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to get Len to share his screen. And he can just show you a couple of screens on the Enterprise Manager, connecting to the command prompt and the services page there as well, right? And then once Len is done, we'll have questions and answers. So stop share. Len, you can now share your thing.
Hello guys. My name is Len. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do. Can you please? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, the first thing I'll do, I'll show you how to connect to your database using a command prompt. Okay, you open your CMD, just go to start, then type CMD, and there you go. Okay, to connect to your database, you must type SQL plus, then you log in as sysdba, and there you go. Well, it's kind of slow. Okay, there's it. So you have then connected to your database using Windows command prompt. You can go ahead and type any commands to execute the database, queries, whatever you want. For now, I'm just gonna select name from.
Sorry, repeat all the database. B.
Yeah, sorry.
Database is what you're spelling.
Oh, sorry about that. There you go. So our name of our database is XC. So there's it. You can run a lot of queries here. So for now, for practice purpose, we just ran a query to see our database name. Then I'm gonna go ahead and show you the shutdown command to shut down database as was shown on the.
The command, just show them enterprise manager.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about. Okay. I'm gonna show you the enterprise manager. This link here after completing your installation is the one you're gonna use to connect to your database enterprise manager. So I've already put it there on the screenshot on the slide there. Just gonna copy it. Okay, let's open there, but I'm gonna open another one. There you go. Give it a second.
You need to copy an HTTPS, sorry, man.
Yeah, is it? Yeah. I think it's locked on already.
No, you have two windows there. Well, then share your screen. You can't see your screen.
You can see.
Yeah, but we can see your screen. You share this kind of. Okay, so there's enterprise manager. Okay,
Yes. Okay, yeah, then there's enterprise manager. I've already logged in already, so this is after this login page here on the slide, this one here. So I've already logged in as sys, and the password I've created earlier on there, then it took me straight to this screen here.
Okay.
So
what you can do is shut down, close this window, open a new window, and show them the login page. Just for them.
Okay, let me log out first.
Oh yeah, just click on the logout button.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. So the link will take you straight here. Then you can then log in as sys. Then the password you've already created it earlier on during your installation. Then you go ahead and log in. And there is it there. So you can now see this is my enterprise manager for database express 18.4. Then you can go ahead and do a lot of things here. See the storage, then you can do serial logs, archive logs, control files, then configurations, memory, like a lot of things you can do from here. So yeah, I think this is all I can show you for now. Anything else you want to add, Ahmed?
Yeah. So
okay, sorry.
So as you can see, the Len has installed it on his database. He's got SQL Plus there. I mean, he's got the Oracle Enterprise Manager there, and he can see the database in there. So team, you guys are all my team. Whether you work for me or whether you're just listening, we are one team. Our goal is to make the Oracle product successful. Very importantly, test it. Play around with Enterprise Manager, and you can break it, because if it breaks, you just reinstall it. So there's no pressure on you, right? Okay, Len, now you can go back and show them the services.
Okay. So guys, there's two ways of shutting down and starting your database. You can use the command prompt, or you can use services. So command prompt, we already shown the screenshots. And from here, after opening your services, just search the Oracle, and here are the services of Oracle. So for database, for setting up and shutting down a database, we use Oracle Service XC. Then you say option on there, then see the database is running already, and the start button is disabled, so we can go ahead and stop the database there. There is it. So it's stopping the service on the local computer. Then after it's done, you will say I don't think this data will be running. You will either show that it's down, or you will will show an empty status here. Then you can go ahead and start it up after. Another way, you can start up and shut down your database using the command prompt that I said earlier on. And
okay, so thanks, Len. We'll just wait for it to shut down over there. All right. Len, could you put your speaker on mute? No, not your speaker, your microphone. All right. We'll leave your screen open. While we wait for that to shut down, I would just like to ask: is there any questions while we wait for that to shut down? From the audience, from everyone listening and everyone in the room, is there any questions that people have? Sorry? Okay, there's one in the chat there. Okay, so Len, you have shut it down using the services. Thank you very much. Now start it up using the command prompt.
so yeah.
Just exit. You'll need to exit. You need to exit because you. Sorry, Len. You know. That's what you're spelling. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, Len is connecting there. No, exit out of there. SQL Plus, SSDBA. Oh, it's down, yeah. So start it up from the services. I mean, from the services. Yeah, right click and start. Okay. So now we have a question there. I'm a developer and like to test this out in my development environment. The question is, do I need to license it in order to take it to production? So remember something, this is Database Express Edition, which has the same features as your production environment. Right? So you're going to now test it in your development environment, right? Once you move to production, you're going to use Oracle Database Enterprise Edition. Right? So there's no difference. You will only pay license for your production environment. You won't pay license for Express Edition. All right. That is to answer your question. All right. Any more questions? Please, people, please feel free to ask your questions. We are here to help you. We are here to grow your skills, and we are here to grow you as an individual and grow your CVs. So as you can see, Len is now starting it up now there on the services. And what we found is, yeah, very, very importantly, is that if you shut it down on the services, you have to start it up on the services. If you shut it down on the command prompt, you have to start it on a command prompt. So we'll just wait for the service to start up. Any other questions? We got about 5 minutes. Okay, why? If there's no questions, can people give me feedback? What do you think of the product? Will the product help you? Will the product assist you? Okay, so now you can see the option changed to running. Len has started it. So Len, now go back to command prompt. Open a new window, close that window. Okay, there's a question there. Is there any data science tutorial for XC? To answer your question, XC is a database, right? For the data science thing, you can download any data science document from Google, you know, or any different product, and you can use the XC as your database. So as you can see now, to go back to the screen there, Len has connected to the database. The database version is 18.4, right? So you can now add in your CV, you have tested and worked on 18.4. When 19C becomes available, you have an option to add the 19C. So Len, go in and shut down immediate. No, no, immediate. Watch. As you can see now, the database it will shut down, right? So to go back to that question of the data science is, you can test your scripts on data sciences, right, on the database XC. So you will have to create tables, you'll have to populate those tables with data, right? Then you, and you'll have to uh, then you can do all your extracts and your demonstrations using your laptop. As you can see on Lens PC there, the database is shutting down. All right, we'll just have to wait for it to shut down. Any other questions or feedback? Please, people, feel free, unmute yourself and you can talk. Okay, there the database has shut down and now you can start up, Len. So there's some nice questions on the website as well. If I can go to the website, there's the website. They frequently ask questions while we wait for that to come up. And there's, okay, it's still starting. Let me, Len, can you, okay, no, wait, no. Leave your screen there, Len. So as you can see, Len is now starting up there. So Len, while we wait for startup, just open up your web browser there and just search Oracle Database Express. And click on that button there that says frequently asked questions, FAQ, on the right hand side. Yeah. So I would like you guys also to read the all you know, the answers, and Oracle are saying there that you can do anything you can do with a production database, you can do with your Oracle XE database. You know, the questions and answers are there. You can patch it, you can clone it, you can create a new database, you can create a new container, you can back it up, you can create an RMAN backup, you can do an import export table. So there's lots of things that you can do. Okay, Len, go back to your screen, and there you can see that the database has opened up successfully. Right. So Len, you can stop sharing your screen there. I can come back to my screen there. And guys, we have come to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for taking your time, to those 10 people that are joining online. And you know, I had a motto that's been running with me for the long time, is taking challenges and issues and turning them into opportunities. So what does it mean is, if you have a challenge in your life, in your work life, do not look at it as a challenge. It's an opportunity for you to grow and succeed, right? There is my company website, edgemcs.co.za, and my YouTube page. You just go on YouTube and you search for Ahmed Jassat. And all the videos will be on both of these websites. And Len will share it on your guys' WhatsApp group as well. And if you guys got any other comments or any other requests, please send me an email at ahmed.jassat@edgeevolve.com. Before I close off, is there any questions in the room? Before I close off, is there any questions in the room? Okay, so there's no questions. Thank you everyone for attending, and looking forward to, we will have another session at the end of the month. Thank you very much. And oh yes, and this is the homework I would like to give each of you is: number one, download the product. Number two, work on the database, work on Enterprise Manager. You know, test all the features and the functionalities. You don't have to worry. You know, you're the only one on a database. It's your database. You know. Number three is master it and place it in your CVs, in your LinkedIn profile, in wherever. You know. But thank you very much. If there's no questions, I will close off the call. And please be lookout on email for future sessions. Thank you and bye-bye.